Whoa! Check out these cool shirts! Get one now by clicking in the upper right corner or by clicking the link at the top of the description. By getting a shirt, you support the channel and they will be gone at the end of the month. For good! So you gotta be fast. Now let's get to the video. Bowser, the great leader of the Koopas and state enemy #1 of the Mushroom Kingdom. However, there is something odd here. He seems to return time and time again, even when he's straight up killed. But how? Well, I think Bowser isn't really the leader, more like a puppet. But who is its master then? Well, I shall explain. In all the Mario games that we have seen so far, Bowser has at least died a couple of times or got wounded beyond recovery.
Dead. 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 Dead.
He should have been long dead, but for some reason he keeps returning. How does he do that? Well, he keeps using his magic to save himself, and sometimes Kamek, his advisor, helps him out. He has powers commonly associated with Magic Koopas, including teleportation, creating beings from inanimate objects, pyrokinesis, firing magical blasts from his scepter, summoning enemies, and the ability to create multiple copies of himself. And Kamek is more powerful than normal Magic Koopas, and with his great powers, he helps out Bowser a lot. But there's something wrong here. As we have seen, Bowser dies again and again, but keeps returning from the grave. He never gets tired of it and keeps fighting Mario without end. It's like he's forced to do it. And that's where things get interesting, since we also don't see his parents. Bowser's first chronological appearance is as a baby in Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. His mom and dad are nowhere to be found, and by the looks of it, Kamek takes care of him and acts as a parent, which is a bit odd. Why is he raised by his own advisor? Is there more behind this? Since it seems like Kamek plays a bigger role in this than we might think. What if Bowser is just a puppet that plays the role of evil king that wants to take over everything, but someone else makes the decisions? This person might be Kamek. Aside from the powers I mentioned before, he also has unique powers to himself. He's capable of psychic powers such as brainwashing, foreseeing events in the future, and manipulating objects with his mind. These he does without using his scepter, although he does utilize a crystal ball sometimes. So, could it be that he brainwashed Bowser and made him his puppet, the one acting as the leader, but Kamek is actually in charge? His role in the Koopa Troop has always been a bit uncertain, and the same goes for his motives. This is actually surprisingly fitting. He raised Bowser, so he could have brainwashed him from a young age, which would have made it easier as well. There are even signs for this in the games themselves, since in 2 instances, when Bowser was a baby, he attacked Kamek for waking him up from his sleep. So he was very out of control as a kid. But these were the only known times Bowser has ever attacked Kamek. And once he grew into an adult, Bowser started respecting him. This could be a clear sign that somewhere between that time, something major happened. It could be that he became older and wiser. However, we can still see that Bowser is extremely aggressive, mean, angry, and out of control in some games. So that's debatable. However, it could also be that he created Bowser himself. We have never seen his parents, and we know that Kamek can make creatures out of nothing. So maybe he also created Bowser so that he has a puppet to control and use. And every time he dies, a new copy takes his place. Besides that, Kamek isn't stupid. He's actually really smart. It would seem that Kamek is academic, as the board that he owns in Mario Party DS is a library, and he also knows a lot about technology. So he could certainly come up with a plan like this. But the question is, why would he do that? Kamek could also just become the leader himself, and then there's no Bowser needed. Well, Bowser is a strong role model. He's big, mean, and dangerous looking. This is way better for a kingdom like the Koopa Kingdom. The people would probably not accept someone like Kamek as their leader. He's just a tiny guy that doesn't have a lot of confidence, so a big, impressive-looking monster would be perfect to control and use, while still working towards his own goals. It would also be much safer for him, since he's not the main target. But overall we can see that Bowser's main goal is taking over the Mushroom Kingdom and getting Princess Peach. So does this mean that Kamek wants to achieve this as well, since he controls Bowser? But why does he want all of this? Well, if you look at any version of the Koopa Kingdom in the games, then you can see that it's usually a wasteland. There's lava everywhere, filled with mountains, and the ground is dry like the desert. Not really the best place to live. The Mushroom Kingdom, however, looks way better. It's lush and green, filled with everything you would ever need. So that's already a great reason for conquering the land. It's just better. And they're evil after all, so of course they have the dream of taking over the world. Classic. But why Peach then? Why would Kamek make Bowser kidnap her each time? It doesn't seem logical. Well, a king needs a queen, right? So maybe Kamek wants to create the ultimate kingdom and that's why he needs Peach. But I have to say, Kamek could also create a queen if he really wants one. However, there's more to it than only that. It's also a smart move on his end if he wants to take over the Mushroom Kingdom. If there is no leader, then the land is in chaos. All of a sudden, other people need to make choices. This makes it way easier to take over the kingdom, so that could also be a reason. But what about the Koopalings and Bowser Jr.? What is their role in all of this? Well, they could also be created by Kamek, since he can create creatures with magic after all. Also, every army needs commanders, and Bowser Jr. would fit in the entire perfect kingdom idea. But maybe they don't even know that Kamek influences and maybe even controls Bowser, since they all follow him and don't question a lot of things. So it kind of depends. It at least looks like Kamek has different motives than we all thought. He has been here since the beginning and raised Bowser himself, and over time Bowser's behavior changed. So who knows, he could be controlling it all. He's certainly able to do so, and powerful enough. And maybe he didn't even control Bowser in the beginning, until he eventually died at the hands of Mario. And then Kamek created a new Bowser and started taking over control. We can see a couple of shifts in Bowser's behavior in the series, so who knows. Oh well, we will have to wait and see, I guess. It's just a fun thing to think about. Hey there, be sure to check out the shirts. They will be gone at the end of the month, so you gotta be fast. By getting one, you also support the channel, so please consider it. Or don't. Thanks for watching everybody, I hope you enjoyed. If you want to watch more videos, click the annotations on the screen right now. And don't forget to check out those shirts. They're pretty cool, you know?